Thanks for dropping by. I'm Karinmaria, and today I'm going to be making my favorite meal, lasagna. Lasagna is so easy to make. The key to making it though is to be sure to use enough sauce. So let's get started. You'll want to start out by putting your lasagna noodles on to cook according to the package directions. And then you'll also want to brown up some ground beef. Now I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef, but I'm going to be making more than one lasagna. So you could actually just use 1 pound and that would be enough for a family of 4. I'll put all the ingredients up at the end of this video. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to brown the ground beef and then drain it. Now that my meat has been drained, I'm just going to add a little bit of tomato sauce to the meat. And you want to make sure you're adding tomato sauce, not spaghetti sauce. I'm just going to add a little bit more. Now I'm going to start preparing my cheese filling, which will go in my lasagna. I'm going to start out with a large container of ricotta cheese. I'm going to want to use the entire container. And into that, I'm going to add mozzarella cheese. And this is a 2-cup package. Okay, into that I'm going to whisk up and pour 4 eggs. And then a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm just going to stir this up. And then into this, I'm going to add some salt and pepper. And I always do my salt and pepper to taste, no matter what meal I'm doing. I don't usually measure out my salt and pepper. I know I like more salt than pepper. Now I'm going to begin to prepare my lasagna. The first thing I want to do is put some of the meat on the bottom of a casserole dish, and this is going to be my first layer. On top of this, I'm going to add some sauce. Now I used a large container, 28 ounces of tomato sauce, and I'm going to eventually end up using it all up. Next, I'm going to put on my lasagna noodles. They're a little hot, but I spread them out on a cookie sheet to make this a little bit easier to work with. And then my next step is to put the cheese on top. Doesn't that look delicious? And then I'm just going to layer the whole thing again. More meat, more sauce, more noodles, and more cheese. So now I am ready to put on my topping, which is just 1 more layer of lasagna noodles. I'm going to finish it off with some sauce. So you can see I ended up using all that sauce from my large can. And now I'm just going to sprinkle it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And then I'm going to cover it with some foil and put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Just took my lasagna out of the oven. It smells wonderful. And what I did was, during the last 10 minutes of the cooking time, I went ahead and took the foil off so the top could brown. So I've paired my lasagna with some cheesy bread and it looks so yummy. I can't wait to eat it. I'm gonna run before this gets cold. Don't forget to read my blog and subscribe. Ciao!